Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are working on a red, black, and white Valentine's Day wreath. I've been looking to order this mesh forever, the border stripe mesh. Craft Outlet, every time I went to order it, it was out, so I saw that they had it and I got some, and then I got some more. So I'm wiring my frame right now, 3 in each section, 1 on the inner 2 rings, 2 on the outer 2 rings. That's 18 pipe cleaners total. And we're talking about my nails a lot. If you want to watch the full version of this video, which you can see me, talk about a bunch of stuff from start to finish while I make this wreath, it'll be up tomorrow at 7 a.m. Or if you're watching this in the future, it's already up. Again, my nails. Alright, these are cut at 19 inches. You can get 18 20-inch cuts, but I can never really get them at 20 inches. I always end up cutting them too long. So I cut them at 19 inches just to make sure there's enough. And I am layering black on top of white and then white on top of black. And all I'm doing is ruffling these up. We put in a black one, now we put in a white one on top of it. See, I wanted some of this border mesh I wanted the white with the red stripes for Christmas, and they never had it. I just saw that it was at Craft Outlet, and I was like, okay, I'm ordering this. And I really like the way it came out. I think maybe you can see it a little bit better in the longer video. I know I talk about it in the longer video. The black and the red mesh, the black almost has like a navy dark purple. It's black, but it has like a navy dark purple kind of hue to it. So if you get it and you look at it and you're like, is that purple? It looks a little purple, but like a very, very dark purple. Yeah, I believe I'm doing the outer ring first. I really need to start doing both at the same time, or do the inner ring first, because this wreath ended up being pretty full, so it was hard to get to the inner pipe cleaners. Sorry, but yeah, this is 2 rolls, so it ended up being a pretty full wreath. And my frame is from Dollar Tree as always. My pipe cleaners are from, I'm gonna assume Walmart, because they're black. If I have a special colored pipe cleaner, that usually means they either gave them Craft Outlet or Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something. But since these are black, I probably just picked them up at Walmart at some point. So this is the second video I've filmed with the new setup, and I kind of like it. I don't know when you're seeing this, because I have 4 videos filmed now, I think. And I don't know what order they're going up in, but let me know down below if you guys like this, where there's a bigger work area. There's less stuff everywhere for now. Hopefully I can keep it that way. He says as he notices 2 completely full Mountain Dew bottles in the upper right hand corner of the screen. See, I really like this mesh. I don't know what it is about it. Like, it's nothing special. It's just I guess because I think it's relatively new. I mean, within like the last couple years at least, because I don't remember any mesh like this when I was first making wreaths, when I was working at the florist. But just interesting, you get the color on the edges, so when you do ruffles or cruffles or woodland ruffles or whatever, it shows up really well. Like I probably wouldn't use this for like a poof wreath, just because, you know, you're kind of, when you're doing the poof method, you're necking everything down into one pipe cleaner. But I mean, maybe. I just think it would be a little boring in a poof wreath, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And no matter what you do, there's always going to be a section where it's like, there's so much white here, there's so much black here. Like, I'm noticing a lot of white right now. And I do go through and try to readjust it, but if that happens to you and you're like, see like the upper left hand corner right now, there's a lot of white up there. If it happens to you and you don't know how to fix it, that's where your bow goes. That's where your sign goes. That's where something goes. And I'm pretty sure this is the last one. So this does make a, I mean, it is using 2 rolls, so those always make pretty full wreaths, but it makes a nice full thick wreath. I don't know if that's like, it's deep. See, now I'm going around and like, okay, all of these have their mesh in them, and one of them was just like sliding around a lot. I don't know why, so I squirted some glue on the pipe cleaner, the mesh, and the frame. When I got this sign, I was like, I'm gonna put this in the middle, and then I had no idea where anything else was gonna go. So I started to move it around, and when I was like, all right, I'll put it down in the corner, and then I'll put, you know, this here and this there. But after I got the first pipe cleaner in, I saw that it was at like a more of an angle than I was gonna put it at, and I really liked it. So it's kind of like, you know, cockeyed in the bottom left corner. Yeah, see, I like it like that. So I'm like, okay, now I need to figure out how to get this in here to stay like that. And I'm pushing through whatever mesh I can. I don't know if this is a video where I have the yarn needle. No, I think that was the Mardi Gras video. I bought a big yarn needle. It's a big plastic needle that I can thread the pipe cleaner through and just push right through the mesh, and it has made everything so much easier. So I don't know what's going on now. I'm probably just tightening up the sign some. Or moving it 1/4 of an inch, like that made a difference. Come on. I think I ended up talking about a lot of mental health stuff. So if you normally watch this version and you watch the next version, but you're not interested in everything that I usually talk about, I would suggest kind of skipping that, because it gets a little heavy. So these are my ribbons that I'm going to use for my bow, which I don't think I'm going to make right now. I think I take a break and do something. Yeah, there we go. I'm cutting some, are those ribbon tails? What am I doing? Yeah, I'm cutting some 12-inch ribbon tails. I have since making this wreath, I started using 14 inches, just because I kind of felt like these weren't sticking out enough. Not that they weren't sticking out enough, it just didn't look, it didn't look right to me. I mean, 14 inches might be too long, but I also don't have anything to measure at 13 inches. And I think getting that specific, that your tails are 13 inches, that's a lot. So I'm cutting 6 of each of these at 12 inches, and these are just gonna go on the outer 12 pipe cleaners. Because our sign, our bow, that big heart, it's gonna take up, you know, most of the space in the middle, and that would just be ribbon that we'll be putting down to cover up. So yeah, that red heart ribbon is from Craft Outlet. The houndstooth is Christmas from Walmart. And I'm drinking chicken stock because I was very sick. Okay, so I have 6 of the Harlequin and 6 of the stripe. That's what I was doing when the video started. And I ended up placing the stripe with the stripe goes with the houndstooth. Yeah. And then the Harlequin went with the red hearts. See, it's just, they don't stick out far enough because the mesh is 10 inches. So when you fold that in half, you get, say, 5 inches sticking out from the pipe cleaner. And if these are 12 inches, when you put those in the pipe cleaner, that's only 6 inches, give or take. I mean, it's not an exact thing, but the extra 2 inches means that instead of 6, you have 7 inches sticking out. So the streamers, the ties, the ribbon tails, whatever you want to call them, stick out an extra inch from the wreath. So you see a little bit more ribbon. If you're one of those people that likes more mesh instead of ribbon, keep them at 12. If you want more ribbon, go to 14. I don't think there's any reason I would ever go past 14. I remember watching somebody a while ago and she was like, okay, we're going to cut our ribbon tails at 15 inches. And I was like, 15 inches? I was like, you cut 2 of them and you've almost used a whole yard just on 2 tails. And I think I planned on putting black and red tubing in this, which I didn't do. And I'm okay with that. I think this wreath was like teetering between whimsical and not. And I didn't feel it was whimsical enough to warrant tubing, I guess. And as I said, I wasn't feeling great, so I just did what I was doing. My video is frozen. I hope it picks up soon because I have no idea what's going on. Alright, so I'm gonna just continue putting in these ribbon tails, and then I guess I will pick up whenever the video decides to pick up. Alright, so now we're getting started on our bow. I'm twisting 2 pipe cleaners together because I'm almost got the whole pipe cleaner deal, kinda, almost. Yeah, it's a lot, but I'm trying to like figure out how to make a bow. Even though, I mean, I know. And I'm making a, what is this, terry bow? No, this is a 3-loop bow. I don't know her name. Linda? So I started out at 7 inches, and I'm just going to go down a little bit with each addition of ribbon. I was kind of on the fence about that black and red stripe just because my mom was like, it looks like a Halloween ribbon. And I was like, it doesn't. She's like, it looks like Freddy Krueger. And then that's all I could think about. Oh, and look, that ribbon had a splice in it. You guys know how much I love that. which I ended up just cutting off and throwing away because I don't want to go to use this ribbon next time and be like, hey, there's a giant splice in here. This is Walmart ribbon again. And then I just had a little bit of this houndstooth left, so I had to make a smaller, I had to bring it closer to the top so the loops were smaller. And then just a little, what I do, just like a little knot with this one. And I'm spreading everything out, taking my pipe cleaner, holding onto this for dear life, and squeezing pretty hard, twisting the bow, not the pipe cleaner, and to my surprise, although you can't see it right now, it kind of did what I wanted it to. Like, it popped up and it didn't feel as secure. I think I ended up adding another pipe cleaner, but it's better than it has been with me trying to use pipe cleaners. Like, yeah, I think I'm either using a cable tie or pipe cleaner right there. But see, everything kind of like popped up. No, it's a pipe cleaner, not a cable tie. And it made like a nice round bow. So where are we putting this? I know I moved it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. I don't know. I got that on there pretty quick though, huh? And like when you really squeeze the bow and you get everything to pop up, you have so much less fluffing to do. I just wish I could find a pipe cleaner, something like a pipe cleaner, like a really strong pipe cleaner, you know? And I think maybe that's what the two of them twisted together does, like that section that's pulling the bow together is twisted around itself, so it's a little bit stronger. Now I'm just trimming all my edges. And my glue pot is not on. I do need my glue pot on, but I end up using my glue gun. But normally I would have used my glue pot. I did not realize it was not on until I needed it, because I don't really add anything that has to be glued into this except for this giant heart. And I'm just kind of moving the tails around the heart sign so you can see it. And that is probably one of my nicest bows I've made, and I was very proud of it. And we're trimming pipe cleaners, so we must be almost done. Which is good, because I've been out of bed for 2 hours now, and I feel like I'm about to pass out. My advice to you is, if you're making a wreath, cut the pipe cleaners as you go. The only reason mine are still in here and I didn't cut them as I go is because I was going to add the tubing. But having to go back and not only cut them all, but like find them all to cut them is not fun. And here's my heart, and I'm like, oh no, glue pot's not plugged in, so I just loaded it up with glue from the glue gun, and I'm gonna stick it in there, and I think I throw my pliers on top of it just to hold it down. There we go. And that's the finished wreath, which might get a little bit more trimming. I mean, you can see that piece of ribbon in front of the sign, but I think I either move that, trim that, whatever. Do what you gotta do. And this is it finished, hanging up, and you can see the bow is nicely trimmed so it's not impeding on the sign. The sign's at a nice angle, nice, big, fluffy, full. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. Check out the description box below for all the links, and I will see you guys tomorrow with the long version. Thanks for watching. Bye.